Hello, dear students. Welcome once again. Let us continue our chapter number 5 of geography, that is winds. In the previous lecture, we have learnt about local winds. The winds that blow for a short duration of time, which originate in specific regions and blow over limited area, are called local winds. These winds are known by different local names in the different regions where they blow. The winds that blow from the valley toward the mountain during the day are called valley breezes. We also learnt about the sea breeze, that is the winds that blow from the sea to the land during the day are called sea breeze. The winds that blow from the land to the sea at night are called land breeze. Dear students, now today in this lecture we are going to learn about the third type of winds, that is seasonal winds. Can you tell me what is meant by seasonal winds? So dear students, the winds that blow in a particular season are called seasonal winds. Monsoon winds are generated due to the uneven heating of land and water in the different seasons. During summer, monsoon blow from the sea to the land, and in winter season, they blow land to the sea. It means they change their direction with change in season. Seasonal winds are called monsoon winds. Southeast Asia, East Africa, North Australia, these are the regions where the pronounced effects of these winds are felt. The influence of monsoon winds is seen in the summer and winter seasons in the Indian subcontinent. Then, due to these winds, the Indian subcontinent experiences monsoon, means rainy, and treating monsoon seasons apart from summer and winter. Monsoon winds are in fact sea and land breeze blowing on a large scale. It means the monsoons are convectional circulation on a giant scale. Asiatic monsoons are characterized by seasonal reversal of wind direction. Most of the precipitation in the Indian subcontinent is the effect of moon winds. After crossing the equator, they blow from the southwest towards the Indian subcontinent during the period from June to September, and these winds are called the southwest monsoon winds. They are full of moisture. From September to December, because of the low pressure area developing near the equator, winds blow from the Indian subcontinent towards equator. These winds are called the northeast monsoon winds, and they are dry winds. In China and Japan, the winter monsoon is stronger than the summer monsoon. Dear students, now we are going to learn about cyclones. Means here we are going to learn about the nature of cyclonic winds, and we also going to learn about how the cyclonic winds are generated. Let us learn. Cyclonic winds conditions are created when a low pressure area is surrounded by high pressure area. My dear students, as you can see, here is the low pressure area. This area is surrounded by high pressure area. So, Dear students, in this condition, winds start blowing from the surrounding high pressure area toward the low pressure area. Then next point is direction of cyclonic winds. My dear students, due to the rotation of the earth, the cyclonic winds move in an anti-clockwise direction in the northern hemisphere. This is the northern hemisphere. Here the winds blow from high pressure area to low pressure area, and in the northern hemisphere it moves anti-clockwise direction. And dear students, in the southern hemisphere this moves clockwise direction. This is the clockwise direction. And let us learn about the features of cyclonic winds. During cyclonic winds, the sky becomes cloudy. Cyclonic winds blow heavily with a very high velocity and hence lead to heavy rains. Cyclonic winds may prove to be destructive as they may cause loss of property and life near coastal regions. The area affected by cyclonic winds is limited. The duration, velocities, direction and place of origin of these winds is unpredictable. On the weather maps, the center of cyclone is represented by the letter L. Letter L indicate lower pressure. Now, movement of cyclonic winds. A cyclone system moves from one place to another. Cyclonic winds are called storms or cyclonic storms. Now let us learn about these cyclonic storms. As you can see the image, this image is about cyclonic winds or cyclonic storms. Famous cyclonic winds. Cyclonic occurring in the western part of the Pacific Ocean along the coast of Japan, China, Philippines, etc. are known as typhoons. These storms arise in the months between June and October. Due to high velocity winds and heavy rains, these prove to be destructive. The cyclones in the Caribbean Sea are known as hurricanes. These are also destructive in nature. During these storms, the minimum velocity of wind is 60 km per hour. Cyclones also originate in the temperate zone, but they are not so powerful and hence they are not destructive. Dear students, now we are going to learn about anticyclonic winds. The nature of anticyclonic winds and how they are generated. Anticyclonic winds conditions are created when a high pressure area is surrounded by low pressure area. My dear students, the center is created about high pressure area. It indicates the letter H, and this high pressure area is surrounded by low pressure area. So, dear students, when a high pressure area is surrounded by low pressure areas and is in such situation, winds blow from the center towards low pressure belt. Means in such situation, winds blow from the center toward the surrounding areas in a circular manner. So, here the winds blow from high pressure area to low pressure area. It means these winds blow from the center towards the surrounding areas in a circular manner. Direction of anticyclonic winds. Because of the rotation of the earth, the anticyclonic winds move in an clockwise direction in the northern hemisphere and in an anti-clockwise direction in the southern hemisphere. Let us learn about the features of anticyclonic winds. During anticyclonic winds, the skies are clear. Anticyclonic winds blow with lesser velocities. Winds in these conditions blow in outward direction and hence lead to quite low rainfall. Weather is pleasant during the anticyclonic conditions. Anticyclones generally last for a few days or a week. Such anticyclones generally originate in temperate zones. They are vividly experienced in high pressure belt. On the weather maps, the center of anticyclone is represented by the letter H. Dear students, here the center is represented, that is high pressure belt. This is the high pressure, this is the center, and this center is represented using the letter H. It is on the weather maps. On the weather maps, the center of anticyclone is represented by the letter H. H means high pressure. So, dear students, in this way, we just completed the lesson number 5, winds. Read the lesson carefully and solve the exercise. I put here only question number first. Rewrite the following statements after choosing the correct option. In this way, my dear students, use the textbook and with the help of textbook you have to solve all the questions, means you have to solve the exercise. Thank you and have a nice day.